The legal disclaimer ensures transparency about recipe sources and viewer responsibility. In this homey Cantonese Malaysian braise, cubes of shin beef turned fork tender in a clear, soy-scented broth perfumed with star anise and peppercorns. The meat drinks in the sweet, milky juices of radish added late so it stays intact. Built on patience rather than a long ingredient list, this comforting one-pot meal, served over steamed rice, tastes like it took far more effort than it did. Main ingredients: shin beef, 300 g, as desired. Radish, 1, medium as desired. Water, 2 cups, as desired. Aromatics and spices: cooking oil, 1 1/2 tablespoon, as desired. Garlic, 1 clove, sliced, as desired. Ginger, 1 slice, as desired. Onion, 1 large quartered, as desired. Star anise, 1 segment, as desired. Peppercorns, 6, as desired. Seasonings: light soy sauce, 4 tablespoons, as desired. Sugar, 1/2 tablespoon, as desired. Salt, 1/2 teaspoon, as desired. Garnish: coriander leaves, 1 sprig, chopped, as desired. Here are the written ingredient list. Preparation steps: 1. Cut the beef. Clean the shin beef and cut it into 4 cm cubes. Keep the pieces roughly even so they cook at the same rate. The connective tissue in shin is what gives the braise its body, so don't trim it all away. 2. Cut the radish. Peel the radish and cut it into pieces about the same size as the meat. Set aside, the radish goes in only near the end, so it keeps its shape and sweetness rather than turning to mush. 3. Prepare the aromatics. Slice the garlic clove, cut a single slice of ginger, and quarter the large onion. Measure out the star anise segment and peppercorns so they are ready to go into the hot oil together. 4. Measure the seasonings. Have the light soy sauce, sugar, and salt measured out. The soy sauce is the backbone of the broth's savory depth, so use a good quality light soy. Cooking steps: 1. Brown the aromatics. Heat the cooking oil in a heavy base pan or clay pot over medium heat. Add the sliced garlic, ginger slice, and quartered onion and brown them lightly, just until the onion softens and the garlic loses its raw edge. Do not let them color darkly, or the broth will turn bitter. 2. Seal the beef. Add the beef cubes and toss them in the oil to seal in the juices. Keep the heat fairly high for this step so the surfaces of the meat take on a little color without cooking through. Build the broth and simmer. Pour in the water, then add the star anise segment, peppercorns, light soy sauce, sugar, and salt. Bring to a boil, then reduce the heat, cover the pan, and simmer gently for 2 hours. The liquid should barely bubble. A slow, lazy simmer coaxes the connective tissue into melting tenderness without toughening the meat. Stir now and then so nothing catches on the base. 4. Add the radish. Once the beef is tender, add the radish pieces and cook for another 30 minutes, or until the radish is tender all the way through. The radish will release its own moisture and mellow into the broth, sweetening it and rounding out the soy and spice. 5. Season and serve. Taste and adjust the seasoning if needed. Serve hot, garnished with the chopped coriander leaves, with steamed rice to soak up the broth. Notes and tips: the cut matters. Shin beef is preferred precisely because its connective tissue breaks down into the broth over a long braise, giving a silky, full-bodied gravy. Lean stewing steak will work but yields a thinner sauce and less tender result. Keep the simmer low and slow. Don't rush the radish. Adding it only when the beef is already tender keeps it intact and sweet. If it goes in too early, it overcooks and clouds the broth. Make it ahead. Like most braises, this improves after a night in the fridge, the flavors deepen, and the fat solidifies on top for easy removal. Reheat gently and add the coriander just before serving. Leftover broth. The strained cooking liquid makes an excellent base for noodle soup. Ladle it over fresh yellow noodles or rice vermicelli with a few pieces of beef and radish.